Hey Star Trek fans, welcome to This Week in Trek, a roundup of the news from the past week, as well as what we can expect as far as releases go from Star Trek for the coming 7 days. I'm Dan Gunther, and let's get right into it.
You mean this isn't a one-time thing?
Nope. I'm now an official correspondent for the Starfleet News Service.
First of all, the biggest news from the last week is, of course, the beginning of production on the Paramount Plus movie event, Star Trek Section 31. Thanks to a news release from Paramount, along with a sneak peek photo from the set, we now know that cameras are rolling on this project. Along with the announcement of the beginning of production, we also got our first news about the cast of the new film. Joining the star, Michelle Yeoh, is a diverse cast of actors whom you may know from other projects. First up, Omari Hardwick, who you may know from the crime drama Power, in which he played James Ghost St. Patrick. We also have Casey Roll, a Canadian actor known for playing Abigail Hobbs in Hannibal and the character of Elena in Arrow. Sam Richardson, best known as Richard Splett in HBO's Veep, and an Emmy Award-winning actor known for his role as Edwin Akufo in Ted Lasso. We also have Sven Rygrok, born in South Africa and known for his role in Zulu alongside Orlando Bloom. Robert Kaczynski, an English actor who portrayed Chuck Hansen in Pacific Rim, and Macklin Warlow in HBO's True Blood. We also have Humberly Gonzalez, a Canadian actress born in Venezuela, who is seen as Sophie Sanchez on the Netflix series Ginny and Georgia. And finally, James Hiroyuki Lau, who is known for his roles as Roland Glenn in Prison Break, Jay Lee in Unforgettable, and Albert Nguyen in HBO's Barry. He was also briefly seen as a USS Vengeance bridge officer in Star Trek Into Darkness. There's no word yet on the characters these actors will be playing. Section 31 is written by Craig Sweeney, with Olatunde Osunsanmi directing. We can expect to see the finished film likely sometime in 2025 on Paramount Plus. We will, of course, bring you more news on the Section 31 production as we learn it. This past weekend featured the 51st annual Saturn Awards held in Los Angeles. Star Trek featured heavily in the nominations from the Academy of Science Fiction, Fantasy, and Horror. In addition to 15 nominations for various currently running Star Trek series, the cast of Star Trek The Next Generation also received the Lifetime Achievement Award. The Academy made this statement to TrekMovie.com regarding the award. The Lifetime Achievement Award is usually presented to an individual for their contributions to genre entertainment. Top luminaries like Stan Lee and Leonard Nimoy, Mr. Spock himself, have received this top honor. It's not new, but we extended this award to cover the entire cast of Star Trek The Next Generation due to its continued influence on the face of genre television. It was originally doomed to failure since it was following in the footsteps of the original Star Trek, yet it carved its own identity, and its diverse cast was light years ahead of its time. In addition to that well-deserved award for the TNG cast, Star Trek was given 15 nominations in 7 categories. For Best Science Fiction Television Series, both Star Trek Picard and Strange New Worlds were nominated. Star Trek Lower Decks received a nomination for Best Animated Television Series or Special. 2 nominations for Best Actor in a Television Series, Anson Mount for his role as Captain Pike in Strange New Worlds, and Patrick Stewart for Star Trek Picard. Best Supporting Actor in a Television Series saw 4 Trek luminaries nominated. Jonathan Frakes, Ed Speleers, and Todd Stashwick were all nominated for Star Trek Picard, and Ethan Peck for Strange New Worlds. For Best Supporting Actress in a Television Series, the nominees included Jess Bush and Celia Rose Gooding for Strange New Worlds, and Jerry Ryan for Star Trek Picard. The Star Trek nominees for Best Guest Star in a Television Series were Amanda Plummer for Star Trek Picard, and Paul Wesley for Strange New Worlds. And finally, in the category of Best 4K Home Media Release, Star Trek The Motion Picture, the Director's Edition, has been nominated. Hey everyone, so I was editing this video, and as I was editing, the results of the Saturn Awards came in, and it looks like Star Trek had a really good night. So Best Science Fiction Series goes to Star Trek Picard. Huge congratulations to that group of creative individuals. Amazing win. That's awesome. Best Supporting Actor goes to Jonathan Frakes for Star Trek Picard. Best Supporting Actress, Jerry Ryan, Star Trek Picard. Best Actor in a Television Series, obviously, Sir Patrick Stewart, Star Trek Picard. Very well deserved there, of course. And interestingly, Best Guest Star, I wasn't expecting this, but congratulations to Paul Wesley as James T. Kirk in Strange New Worlds. That's amazing. Huge wins. So 5 of the 7 categories for sure. I'm actually not sure if Lower Decks won in their category as Best Animated Series, or if the Star Trek The Motion Picture Director's Edition won for the 4K release. But yeah, I haven't seen anybody tweeting about those, so I'm not sure yet. I wasn't able to get the live feed of the awards to work for me, so hopefully we find that out. But huge wins for Star Trek tonight. That's amazing. Congratulations to everybody. So cool. Very well deserved, everyone. And our final piece of news today, we also have some business news surrounding the possible upcoming sale of Paramount Global, the current owners of the Star Trek franchise. There have been tales of offers being made and buzz from various corners of Hollywood with some interest in acquiring Paramount. And I've mostly steered clear of news in this arena because, frankly, a lot of it is over my head. However, some recent news popped up that got onto my radar, and I wanted to talk a bit about it in this video. Media mogul Byron Allen is the latest interested party to put forward an offer on Paramount Global. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Allen has made a $14.3 billion offer on the company. The deal would also involve Byron Allen's company, the Allen Media Group, assuming Paramount's approximately $15 billion debt load, with the shares being valued at about a 50% premium to their recent trading prices. Allen Media Group joins a growing list of companies looking to acquire Paramount Global, including David Zaslav's Warner Brothers Discovery and Skydance Media under CEO David Ellison. More on this story as it develops.
Sometimes I think you North Americans read nothing but comic books and those ridiculous science fiction novels.
Comics continue to dominate the Star Trek product landscape as this week sees the release of Star Trek Defiant issue number 11, continuing the adventures of Worf and his Dirty Dozen-style crew. Here's the synopsis. The Defiant crew faces their most dangerous bounty in the finale of Defiant Arc 2. Ioshan gangster Benny the Munch is in town looking to expand his turf, and he's not stopping until he owns every living being in the galaxy. Meanwhile, when Captain Worf sends Nymeera on an undercover mission to uncover the infamous mobster's grand plans, she finds herself volunteering her captain to fight Benny's prized Gorn goon in a Creel death tournament known as the Cashbot Death Crucible. Whoops. Issue 11 of Defiant goes on sale this Wednesday, February 7th. The series is written by Christopher Cantwell, and this issue's art is by Mike Feehan. You can pick up the standard cover, also by Mike Feehan, or a number of variant and retailer incentive covers. Cover B is by Angel Unzueta. Cover C by Mark Alvaredo, while retailer incentive covers include a black and white version of the standard cover and 2 variations of art by J.J. Lendl. And with that, we're done with another Week in Trek. Thank you so much for joining me, and thanks as always to the Patreon supporters. Join me next time for a look back at the Week in Trek, and until then, as always, live long and prosper.